Some eBay users are boycotting the online auction site to protest a new fee policy for sellers, as well as some other changes going into effect on the site. 9 News reporter Simone Wilkinson spoke to an eBay seller this afternoon. And Simone says it's the end of an era.
He does. eBay was originally designed for the mom-and-pop stores and small business owners to post and sell their wares at a reasonable price. Now sellers say eBay's greed is pushing them off the web and out of business. Feebay, Greedbay, no longer eBay.
I'll pull out of eBay totally.
Small business owners like Debbie Neely say it's destroying them.
I've worked 4 years, to build up the reputation and get my customer database, and now I'm having to start all over again.
Neely said eBay's seller fee increase is forcing her to close down her online jewelry shop. The new hike means she will owe eBay roughly 35% for every piece of jewelry she sells on the website.
It's just not worth it to me anymore.
Hello, eBayers. I want to talk to you about this boycott.
Neely is not alone. From the 18th to the 25th, users all over the world are vowing not to bid or sell on the online auction site. Adding fuel to the cyber war, people have been posting messages about their online boycott on sites like YouTube.
Real problem, as I see it, eBay has no true competition.
The boycott overlaps with eBay's planned launch date for their new fee hikes. The new rules also prevent sellers from leaving negative feedback.
I cannot leave a negative on the buyer, whether they pay or not, or anything.
The only option is to log off and shut down. eBay says it's not worried about this strike. The company says the boycott is just noise that will die down. Reps for the company say these changes are designed to make the buying experience better, but not being allowed to give negative feedback could allow for more scams.
Sure. Business reporter Simone Wilkinson. Thanks, Simone.
New at 11, eBay could see a big drop in sales this week if angry sellers get their way. KOMO4's Mary Nam is live with what sellers are so upset about. Mary?
Dan, sellers say the final straw has to do with the feedback system on the eBay website, on the auction website. It allows buyers to leave negative feedback for sellers and not the other way around. The rally to boycott eBay is spreading. Angry sellers are posting their rants on YouTube, livid over new fees and a controversial customer feedback change. Their biggest gripe? Sellers will no longer be able to leave negative or neutral feedback for buyers.
They've all been listed. They're waiting for the auctions to close.
Though he supports fellow eBay sellers' boycott, Kenny Burns, CEO of I Sold It, says the rising fees reflect the market.
I understand that. Most people understand it. But people who are independent business people, they're operating on such thin margins. That's just a really, really huge hit to them. And they get frustrated when the reality is they can't stay in business with their, with their business the way it's structured.
His company sold thousands of merchandise for sellers on eBay. Byrne thinks the company's move to protect buyers is a positive change. eBay argues the move will encourage buyers to bid more and leave more honest feedback. Angry sellers say that makes it difficult for them to weed out negligent bidders and scammers. For now, buyers and sellers have the same rights to rate each other until the changes take effect in May.
I think it's very, very important, for your more savvy buyers. A lot of people, they spend a lot of time researching about the seller and, what's the history. And if you've got a bunch of red marks, or you're at least more aware, and you can go into the purchasing battle, if you will, more prepared.
Now, the boycott started today. It's planned to run through the 25th, and whether or not the boycott will make a dent in eBay's policy is still unclear, but many sellers say this is the biggest backlash they have seen against eBay by sellers and buyers in years. Reporting from the newsroom, Mary Nam, KOMO4 News.
All right.